On this episode of the Angle of Attack Show, AirVenture 2018, the annual pilgrimage to the land of all things flying. From the adventures in camping, including a major thunderstorm, flying on That's All Brother, the first C-47 into Normandy on D-Day, meeting with all my friends and colleagues, and more, it was an adventure, rather, an AirVenture of a lifetime. My home, Alaska, is also home to some of the last true aviators. My mission? Grow as an aviator through flying with my neighbors and friends in the backcountry and beyond. At times I'll strike out on my own, even outside the 49th state, seeking new experiences, growing skills, staying sharp, and practicing safety. Jump aboard and ride along in this, another chapter of my aviation story. AirVenture 2018 is another year, a great big gathering with friends and airplanes from all over, and it's just one big party and aviation nerd fest. Now, this isn't my first rodeo. This is my 5th year in a row going to AirVenture, and there is a lot to do, so I kind of know how to do it now. And man, was this just a fantastic year. Definitely one of the best.
Worked out in air.
The biggest difference between this year and years previous was camping. So my friend Cameron flew in from Florida, set us up with this amazing camp in the North 40, and we enjoyed a few extra hours of day just staying at the airport, enjoying each other's company, and getting a little bit of extra rest each morning.
Freaking focus.
It's right here, this ring.
Well, that's what I did. It didn't seem focused.
Oh, it's just this is recording video.
Well, there you have it.
Hi, Chris. Hold on a second.
We were trying to get a good shot.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. We were trying to get a good shot of the helicopter in the moon. We were trying. We told you, but you missed it. You don't listen. Listen.
Apart from the shenanigans, camping is also quite adventurous. So on Wednesday night, some storms moved in that would test our resolve.
Attention. We have a national alert. We have strong storms coming in with 40-mile-an-hour gusts of winds and lightning until about 11 p.m. tonight. Please take shelter. Again, we have a weather warning alert coming out until 11 p.m. tonight with strong storms, 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and lightning. Please seek safe shelter. Thank you.
They came over the loudspeaker and said to seek shelter. I guess it's pretty serious. Yeah. I got it. Nope. It's in there.
You're up. Here.
Whoa.
Get too much slack, you get called a shock loads.
Holy. So we're hunkered down in our tent. Tom decided to make a run for it. I guess we'll see how this goes. Oh wow. The thunderstorm is over top of us. We were gonna make a run for it, but then a torrential downpour started, so we're stuck.
We're seeing how the no-bake tent holds up.
Pretty bad.
But it's not windy.
Normandy anymore.
Well, we lived to see another day. One of the ways I first fell in love with aviation was through World War II history. I just had this fascination with World War II warbirds and the pilots that flew them. The first novel I ever read was an autobiography about a Spitfire pilot in World War II. I used to create World War II models of airplanes. I used to watch documentaries. All of these things lended to a passion for aviation through World War II history. So when the D-Day to Normandy group offered media rides to promote their 75th anniversary reenactment flight that will be done over the English Channel next year, I jumped at the opportunity to help out.
Honestly, I would go together. I don't think they belong with anybody, so they kind of just make it work for each other. So how to do
So I get to go on a ride on a C-47 this morning, and we're going to be going up with the D-Day to Normandy crew, who is going to be doing the 75th reenactment of D-Day in France next year. So they're trying to drum up some awareness for that event, and as media I get to ride along. It should be a really, really cool experience.
D-Day is the event that really determined the victory of the war, and it was on June the 6th, 1944, and almost, I think, something like 15,000 Allied troops invaded Normandy, and about 800, almost 900 C-47s flew that night.
That's All Brother is a very historically important plane. It carried the first American paratroopers across the channel on D-Day. So it led the American invasion to liberate Europe. It's one of the most historically significant planes you'll ever see flying. When I fly this plane, I think about the people who flew it in 1944. When I sit back here, I think about, the people who sat in these seats, in the middle of the night, hooking up to this line to jump out that door to help save humanity. So that's what I always keep in mind, and I hope you guys enjoy the flight.
Now I want to leave a lot of this raw so you can hear the sounds of the airplane and get a feel for what it was like to be there.
When I get airborne, I'll go like this. You can get out. But I would stay in them unless you're going up the cabin or going in the back. Like I said, no more than 2 people, please. Thank you.
Alright, we're sitting here and That's All Brother, and we're buckled in to the original seats that the paratroopers sat in going in the D-Day. So if all goes well, we'll get in the air soon.
Thank you for all your help, Ray.
polite to the other media members, I only shot video and photos for a few seconds. So here are the photos that I captured in the cockpit of That's All Brother. Just incredible to be up there knowing that the pilots that led the invasion into D-Day sat in these seats at one time with men in the back ready to jump in and liberate France. This was honestly a bit surreal experiencing this flight and knowing exactly the magnitude that this airplane played in the war. Of course, it wasn't the only airplane. There were so many more a part of that invasion on D-Day, both in the air and on the ground. But what a special experience to be a part of this history. Now, the really cool thing about this entire opportunity is that you have the opportunity to be a part of this as well. These guys are looking for donations to pay for fuel and expenses to get all of these airplanes over to Europe in the coming months. So they will be headed over there around May next year, and they could definitely use your support. So go to daxovernormandy.com. You can see that here on the screen or in the description to help donate even just a little bit to support this mission for these guys. As amazing as all of these airplanes are, AirVenture is really about the people. Seeing old friends, making new friends, and for me, I even spent some time in the Pilot Proficiency Center as an instructor, teaching people and giving back a little bit to the community. And of course, who doesn't absolutely love the night air show? Again, one of the advantages of camping is that you can fit a lot more in. So having done the night air show, that worked out really well. And then for the first time, I was able to get up really early and go and see the warbirds at dawn with no one else there. It's really impossible to quantify just how many things we did during the week, and really what you've seen is only a glimpse of what we did at Oshkosh. It's Sunday, Oshkosh is over. We are packing up and leaving.
a very, very successful Oshkosh AirVenture.
Oh, really?
And that is a wrap. I'm headed out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See ya. Bye.
A huge thanks to Cameron's son for the sweet camp setup and good time. Also EAA, Dax over Normandy, and all my friends that made this a great year. Do you dream of being an aviator? Start your journey today at aviatortraining.com. Check us out on social media through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please like and subscribe and share with a friend to spread the word. Thanks for coming along on this adventure, and I hope you'll join us on the next journey. Until next time, throttle on.